technical. It's so technical, and so it's taking, so much of our training as performers has been to use impulses, and
Right.
when you want to say it, and when you emotionally feel what you want to do in that scene, whereas all impulse in most cases is taken away in dubbing, because it's like, no, you can't start when you want to start here, and you can't say the line how you'd like to say it as long as you'd like to say it. You have to end here,
Right.
and you can't pause where you want to pause. You got to pause here, right? So there's all of that is put into, but also add that emotion.
Right.
So it's a very technical way to box up what we learn, especially in theater. It's really different. It's odd and awkward, but I think those of us that have had success in it found a way to still put that emotion and make some of the intentions feel real, even though it's very calculated stuff. And it is a bit more challenging for those of us that love the stage and love working on camera or work, whether it's radio, TV, film, theater, whatever, with other performers. You are by yourself. And it's like, it's you and an engineer and the director. Okay, we count on again, click the button, you hear the beeps, and it's just you. You're not even hearing the other performers most of the time, just maybe a quick buzz through of the Japanese performance, and it's you, and sometimes I get pretty bored with just me, and I'd rather hear someone else's voice for a while, and you have to work with another breathing human being, so it's challenging in that sense, but we still find the way to make it work, because we know we're providing a form of entertainment that millions of people love, so we want to find a way to make it exciting to watch, and I know when it sucks, when I see it, but I'm like, God, that was terrible. And even if it's something I did, so I know what I want to do to try and make it better. I'll do takes sometimes where I'm like, they say, let's move on. I'm like, you know what? I think that one wasn't that good. Can I do it better? Because this is up to the universe forever once I've laid that down. So give me one more crack at it, even if you want to move on, because I know how much it means to the people like you that follow it as fervently as you do.
When we did TVC Kai, we got to go back and hear all of the stuff we did in the original. And we were like, God, we were terrible. Because we were not skilled at the dubbing work, and so it was a lot of just sort of slapdash on the, we had become much more skilled by the time we re-recorded Kai, so it was like, oh, okay, this is a skill set.
I think what's really interesting is what most voice actors will tell aspiring voice actors is more about the acting, it's not just about doing the voice. Because when you go into the booth, you've got to have really good improv skills. It's like a cold reading almost, cold reading improv exercise. And it goes on the DVD. You don't have time to mess around and try, rehearsal process or anything like that. You've got to really be able to think on your feet. And what I found really interesting when I walked into a dubbing booth for the first time is that it wasn't, I acted on stage, yes, but I also, as a kid growing up, performed like I'm a rock star in front of the mirror with the chrome and everything. When you're doing that as an actor, you are in situations like that, you're creating the rest of that world in your head, right? So that's the same kind of skill you bring, I think, in a way to the booth. It felt like that way to me, actually. Because even though it's really strange, because even though we would never be, a lot of us would never be cast in live action roles like we played in anime, of course, because we're not physically like that, we're not anything like that, except we find a voice for that fits. So that's really odd in that way, but also, the entire world is being created for you in terms of the music, the effects, what's going on. So you don't have to create so much of that in your head. It's there for you, and you just go to that space, in other words, in your mind where you get the emotion out of yourself. But it does require, I think, just some kind of practice, some kind of, it's different for everybody, of course, but I mean, some people I see who have not had a lot of acting experience, they're really good at voices, really good at creating that same emotion, they didn't have the same training. It's different for everybody, but for me at least, being able to go to that place where I was a kid all the time, just imagining worlds in my head, helped me in the booth. And it's really weird because you've got split screen, you've got a script over here that you've never seen before, you're seeing lines for the first time you've never read before, matching lip flaps, and hearing some Japanese in your ear sometimes, and you really just got to tune out and just,
Focus, right?
Absolutely.
Take your shoe off.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the focus has to be there because there are so many different contingents going on that could pull from your performance. It's such a different world. We have prelay animation, we have ADR animation, right, with the anime. And with the prelay stuff, where they're animating to our voices, we get such more of a chance to really put the acting in and things that we want to do, whether it be an improv or pre or post life to the line, and where, as you were saying, we have it's everything stipulated within the anime world as to where you're going to land, where you're going to start, and so your focus has to be razor sharp, because otherwise, where are you going to pull the acting on top of everything else you're dealing with?
There were really talented actors in the DFW area, super best actors I know, who came into Funimation. Some of them I brought in when I was directing, and they either couldn't do it or hated the process so much they didn't want to do it. Now, come to find out, it was a really bad career move for them not to stick it out, because now they're all like, can you we're still getting Funimation, and I'm like, well, the train's gone. Yeah, but it's interesting. It's a very specific skill set. You have to be a little spectrum, I think.
Well said.